Hey everybody, it's Mr. Cognetti from Citizenship Academy. Today we're going to be doing Module 1, lesson number 16. And today we're going to be working a little bit more with a couple word problems, but our focus is going to be working more with counting on to solve our problem. That means putting a number ahead and counting on. Now we might do a different method to check our work or to help us solve the problem, and then we'll count on to check our work, but we're going to focus on counting on. To start for our warm-up, I want to go back to work on counting by tens, okay? So we're going to do the same thing where you're going to count and say the numbers that I'm pointing to. And then I think I might stand in front of this and we're going to try without looking at the numbers, okay? So we're going to go all the way up to 100, then we're going to go all the way back down, okay? Then we'll try counting to 100 without looking at it, counting by tens, okay? So let's begin. Ready? Here we go. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Now let's go back down. 100, 90, 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, and I don't have it written up there, but 0 is the last one. All right, how are we feeling on that? We think we can try it without looking at the board? Let's try. I'm going to stand over in front of the numbers, and I'm going to count from 10 all the way up to 100. Say it with me as best you can. If you can't, just listen to how I'm doing it so we can get it in our head and practice that way, okay? Here we go. Starting with the number 10. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. All right, how'd we do with that? Feel comfortable? If not, that's okay. We're going to keep working with counting by tens. All right, that's something that you might not get right away. A lot of the things we're learning, if you can get it right away, that's awesome. But that usually doesn't happen. We got to practice and practice and practice. Okay? So now let's move on. All right. Okay. So today, once we solve a problem, we're going to check our work by clapping instead of counting with our fingers like that. Okay? So, our first word problem says this. I had 7 beans, but I can only find 5 now. How many beans are missing? Okay, so I had 7. I can only find 5, which is a smaller amount than I first had. How many are missing? How do you think we can solve this? What's a good first step to always do when we're solving a problem? Draw a picture. So first said, I had 7 beans. All right, so I'm going to draw those 7. Okay? My beans are going to be circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so those are the 7 beans I had. But I don't have all those now, do I? Do you remember how many they said I have now? 5. It said, but I only have 5 beans now. How many am I missing? So if I go up to my picture and I somehow mark the 5 beans that I still have, maybe I'll find out how many I'm missing. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to circle 5 beans to show that those 5 beans are the ones I still have. Let's see what that does. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so the whole top row. I'm going to circle the whole top row. There's 5 beans right here. So if I had 7, and now I only have 5, I'm left with these 2 down here. What do those mean? What do those beans represent? Or what do these circles represent? They represent the beans that I'm missing. And that's what the question is asking. The question is asking, how many beans are we missing? Well, if I'm missing these 2 beans, I'll only have the 5 beans that it said I had in the word problem. If I had those 2 beans, I'd have 7 beans. So it must mean I'm missing 2 beans. Okay? Let's make a number sentence to go along with this. What is my total? How many beans do I have here on my whiteboard? You remember? I have 7 beans, so that's my total. Equal sign, and then write 7. And I can see 2 parts here. One group is circled, one group of beans is not circled. So, how many beans do I have circled? 5. Plus the amount of beans I don't have circled, which is 1, 2. So 2. So 5 plus 2 equals 7. Now this is where I want to use our counting on clapping method to check our work. Okay, let me put my marker down. We're going to put 5 in our head, and then we're going to clap as we count 2 more numbers. So each time we say a number, we're going to clap instead of putting our fingers up. After today, you might try this method and realize, well, Mr. Cognetti, I kind of like putting my fingers up. That's fine. That's you realizing that you like that method better. I'm teaching you guys this other method because some people might like this one better. When we try different methods, we learn what works for us and what might not work for us. So, watch me first do it, and then you'll do this one with me, okay? So, I'm going to put 5 in my head and count and I'm going to say 2 more numbers. So 2 claps. Hopefully, I'll get to the number 7. Ready? Watch me. 5, 6, 7. There we go. I did 2 claps, and I said 6, 7. I got to our answer. We must be correct. Do that with me. Ready? We're going to put 5 in our head, count 2 more numbers. Ready? 5, 6, 7. All right. Some people like the feeling of the claps better than the fingers up. I think that method works really well. Okay? Let's move on. Okay. All right. This word problem, it says, I had 7 beans, but I only see 4 now. How many beans are missing? Okay. We're going to do this 2 different ways. First way, we're going to do it the way we just did it. So, it said I had 7 beans. So I'm going to draw the 7 beans that we had. If you have a piece of paper in front of you or a whiteboard, you should draw the 7 beans that we had. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I'm going to go to my next row and keep it nice and neat. Notice how my circles are lining up. So 5, 6, 7. So this is 7 beans I had. But now it says I only see 4 of them. So I want you to show me on your picture, and I'm going to do it up here. Show me somehow the 4 beans we see. Last time we circled them. I'm going to do the same this time. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to circle those 4. So those are the 4 I have now. I need to find out how many I'm missing. So I see 4 in a circle and 3 not circled. So what does that 3 represent? Does that represent the amount we're missing? I think so. It did in the last problem. So let's see. To make our number sentence, we had 7 as our total, because it said we had 7. That was our biggest number. And then we have 4 in the circle plus the 3 not in the circle to equal 7. So 4 plus 3 equals 7. We're going to use our clapping counting on method to double check our work. So we're going to put 4 in our head and do 1, 2, 3 claps afterwards. But we're going to count on. So we're not going to say 1, 2, 3. We're going to say the number that comes after 4. Okay? And then when we do 3 claps, hopefully we'll get to 7. Ready? Do this one with me. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Did you notice that we said the number 7 after those 3 claps? Let's do it one more time. Ready? 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So we put 4 in our head, we counted 3 more claps, and we got to 7. So the 4 beads we have plus the 3 beads we are missing equals the 7 beads that we started out with. Awesome job. Now the other way I want to solve this problem. One more way of solving this problem, and then we'll be done. The other way I want to do this is I want to start with the 4 beans that we have. Instead I had 7, but I only see 4 now. There's the 4 we see. How many are missing? Well, we need to get this number of circles up to 7. We only have 4 there. So, we're going to do our clapping counting on method, where we start with 4, and we're going to count up to 7 and count how many claps we've done. Okay? So watch me. This one, you guys watch me, and then we'll do the same exact thing together. Count how many times I clap my hands, okay? 4, 5, 6, 7. I said 7, so I stopped counting. How many claps did I do? I did 3 of them. So let's see, if I add 3 more circles, hopefully we'll have 7. 4, 5, 6, 7. I added my 3 circles. I counted on when I was drawing them, and I got to 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have a total of 7 circles there. So 4 plus 3 equals 7. All right. There's our lesson for today. For your quiz today, you guys are going to be working on problems where you are going to see, here, I'll show you an example. Actually, I believe you're going to see it like this. You're going to see something like 4 plus 3. It's going to be plus 3 or plus 2, somewhere around there. And I want you to work on your claps. You're going to put 4 in your head. Go 4, 5, 6, 7. Do those 3 claps. Are you ready? One more time. Ready? That's those 3 claps that you're going to be doing. So 4, 5, 6, 7. And you write the number that you ended on, which was 7. And that's what you guys are going to be doing today. Okay? Awesome job. You guys are fantastic. Keep it up. And I will see you guys during the next lesson. Bye, everybody.